Hi everyone, welcome to another quick session. In this session, we will discuss next category, which is repudiation. So we will say this is part four of threat modeling. We have already recorded three sessions. We have in previous session discussed spoofing, tampering, and now we are going to discuss repudiation. Repudiation means denying that an action or event took place. In security, it refers to users denying they performed an action and the system cannot prove otherwise. For example, a user deletes important records and later claims, I did not do it, and the system has no logs to prove the truth, right? Um, so when we discuss this category in threat modeling, then we discuss techniques around it, of what control needs to be placed in order to make sure that if someone deletes something or removes something, then we should have some kind of evidence to prove it, right? So that calls repudiation. Repudiation means is denying something, right? So we figure it out. We figure out what could be the possibilities, right? In order to prove it, right? If we let's say let me give you one example. I will now discuss another example. But let me tell you one thing. For instance, if you perform some kind of activity on your computer and there are no logs who has performed those activities, so that is uh, then you can easily deny it that those activities are not performed by you. That means if something that is that means denying that an action or event took place. So a common real world example of repudiation threat is, what could be threats because of this? No audit logs. If activities like login, file access, deletions are not logged, user can deny action. Tempered locked. If user can modify or delete audit logs, they can hide evidence of wrongdoing, right? So we need to make sure that properly logs are forwarded. Whatever activity has been performed in that particular system, those logs are properly forwarded to the central log system. Thus, nobody can deny it if someone performs any activity. And another thing is deny logs if logs are tempered or altered. So there should be a proper mechanism in place. Unverified transactions in e-commerce, if purchase records are not properly kept and signed, customer might deny making a purchase, right? So transaction should be verified. Lack of user authentication. If system do not strongly verify user before allowing action, it becomes easier to deny those actions. If weak non-repudiation mechanism, if there are no digital signature or a receipt, then anyone can claim they did not approve a document or transaction. So, I mean, if we talk about this particular threat, so around this threat we have multiple examples, right? So if logs are not properly forwarded, if logs can easily tampered, transactions are unverified, there is no proper authentication mechanism in place who has logged in, and no digital signatures. So if someone approves it, uh, anyone can approve it and they can claim they did not approve. So, what techniques defenses against this repudiation threat is? Audit logs, as I said, log every sensitive action, login data, changes, deletions, immutable logging. Once, read, user write once, read many, a system or blockchain for logs so they can't be altered. So logs should be in that form. They cannot be altered, right? Digital signatures, when users sign document or transaction digitally, they cannot later deny having signed them. Authentication and authorization ensure that action are tied to authenticated users account. Timestamp, very important. Log when an action took place and by whom with accurate timestamp. So if we talk about real world examples, suppose John is an employee. If the system does not keep proper audit logs, John downloads sensitive files and share them. Later, John denies over accessing those files, right? Without logs, there is no proof to hold John accountable. As I said, if John can download sensitive files and share them, and we do not have proper mechanism in place, and those files are shared to unauthorized people. Without log, there will be no proof to hold John accountable. So, for accountability, this threat is to address this threat very important. And yeah, so this protects. I mean, if proper uh, proper controls are in place, right? So then this protect controls can protect against repudiation. So so that's quick discussion about repudiation. If any question, feedback, please share in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching.